Hi everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you to this episode of All Things Lean with your host Madhulika Rajahan. In our last episode, we talked about the 7 factors that influence user experience. In today's episode, we will talk about Shneiderman's 8 golden rules to design better interfaces. In this video, we will talk about Ben Shneiderman's 8 golden rules of interface design and how you can use them to design great, productive, and frustration-free user interfaces. Apple, Google, and Microsoft are among some of the highly successful companies whose well-designed products reflect Schneiderman's rules. The characteristic derived from Schneiderman's golden rules can be recognized in various user interfaces, guidelines produced by corporate giants like the companies mentioned. The visual embodiment of these rules is even more evident in the resulting popular interface they produce. This video will help you to improve your work by integrating the 8 golden rules. Ben Shneiderman, born on August 21, 1947, is an American computer scientist and professor at the University of Maryland Human Computers Interaction Lab. His work is comparable to other contemporary designers and thinkers like Don Norman and Jacob Nielsen. In his popular book, Designing the User Interface Strategies for Effective Human-Computer Interaction, Schneiderman reveals his 8 golden rules of interface design. They are: strive for consistency, enable frequent users to use shortcuts, offer informative feedback, design dialogue to yield closure, offer simple error handling, permit easy reversal of actions, support internal locus of control, reduce short-term memory load. Now let's look at each one of them in a little more detail. Strive for consistency by utilizing familiar icons, colors, menu hierarchy, call to actions, and user flows when designing similar situations and sequence of actions. Standardizing the way information is conveyed ensures users are able to apply knowledge from one click to another without the need to learn new representations for the same actions. Consistency plays an important role by helping users become familiar with the digital landscape of your product so they can achieve their goals more easily. Enable frequent users to use shortcuts. With increased use comes the demand for a quicker method of completing the task. For example, both Windows and Mac provide users with keyboard shortcuts for copying and pasting, so as the user becomes more experienced and they can navigate and operate the user interface more quickly and effortlessly. Offer informative feedback. The user should know where they are at and what is going on at all times. For every action, there should be appropriate human readable feedback within a reasonable amount of time. A good example of applying this would be to indicate to the user where they are in the process when working through a multi-page questionnaire. A bad example we often see is when an error message shows an error code instead of the human readable and meaningful message. Design dialogue to yield closure. Don't keep your users guessing. Tell them what their actions has led them to. For example, users would appreciate a thank you message and a proof of purchase receipt when they have completed an online purchase. Offer simple error handling. No one likes to be told they're wrong, especially your users. Systems should be designed to be able to foolproof as much as possible. But when unavoidable errors occur, ensure users are provided with simple, intuitive, step-by-step instructions to solve the problem as quickly and painlessly as possible. For example, flag the text fields where the users forgot to provide input on an online form. Permit easy reversal of actions. Designers should aim to offer users obvious ways to reverse their actions. These reversals should be permitted at various points, whether it occurs after a single action, a data entry, or a whole sequence of actions. As Shneiderman states in his book, this feature relieves anxiety, since the user knows that errors can be undone. It thus encourages exploration of unfamiliar options. Support internal locus of control. Allow your users to be the initiators of actions. Give users the sense that they are in full control of events occurring in the digital space. Earn their trust as you design the system to behave as they expect. Reduce short-term memory load. Human attention is limited, and we are only capable of maintaining around 5 items in a short-term memory at one time. Therefore, interfaces should be as simple as possible with proper information hierarchy and choosing recognition over recall. Recognizing something is always easier than recall because recognition involves perceiving cues that help us reach into our vast memory and allowing relevant information to surface. For example, we often find the format of multiple choice questions easier than short answer questions on a test because it only requires us to recognize the answer, then recall it from our memory. Jacob Nielsen, a user advocate who's been called one of the world's most influential designers by Bloomberg Businessweek, has invented several usability methods, including heuristic evaluation. Recognition over recall is one of Nielsen's 10 usability heuristics for interface design. Before we end this session, let's revisit Shneiderman's 8 golden rules of interface design. Strive for consistency, enable frequent users to use shortcuts, offer information feedback, design dialogue to yield closure, offer simple error handling, permit easy reversal of actions, support internal locus of control, reduce short-term memory load. With this, we come to an end to this edition of All Things Lean. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the comment section on what you'd like to hear more. Until next time, this is your host, Madhulika Rajahan, signing off. Have a wonderful day ahead.